And the 4 tips we're going to look at are extremely relevant when you look at the language that we use as companies to delight travelers. Language is something very, very intimate because it's more than just words, it's more than just ideas. It's history, it's culture, it's really close to what we are as human beings. So it's important that we use good language. Tip number 7, make sure that when you actually have a transaction or a booking, that it's safe and secure and easy for travelers. Safe and secure, we talked a little bit about it in the last session. There's so many issues with cybersecurity and people losing their identities. Value your clients' and users' data as much as they value it. Take every means necessary to protect it. Make it easy. That's huge. I was traveling in Tokyo a few weeks ago. Because I lost a bag, missed my flight. I was traveling late by train. I got my bag back. Somewhat chaotic trying to get home in time, and there was one direct flight out of Tokyo to Seattle for me. And I'm on the train about an hour and a half, 2 hours before the flight leaves trying to book it. And I actually got through, got a ticket, received a receipt from the company that booked it for me. And then when I got to the airline counter, they said, "I'm sorry, sir, do you have a confirmation number?" And I didn't. And we wrestled and we hurried and we tried to get it done, and ultimately I ended up missing my flight because the credit card transaction didn't go through until 10 minutes after my flight left. So again, that's not easy from a user perspective. The really sad news, and believe me, I played this up, was I missed my youngest daughter's birthday party. But I did get back. I got back in time to tuck her into bed, still the same day, so it worked out well. But let's make sure it's easy for our clients and what they were doing. Ancillary project optimization, that word I heard. I love marketing people. Oh my goodness, we need to sell more stuff. That's what they say where I come from. Get more things that people need into their hands. And make sure they're relevant, make sure they're timed well. And I love the statistic that's here. 58% of buying happens on the trip. So you've booked your hotel, you've booked your flight, booked your car, and man, you're eating, you're shopping, you're going to the outlets. Whatever you spend money on, most of it happens when you're actually on the trip itself. Tip number 9, save the day and the trip. This comes back, the statistic we have here is about language. If you deliver something to someone in their native language, it's 3/4 more likely that they'll be a loyal customer and come back to you again. That's a pretty strong statistic. Repeat buyers, you want to get a hold of them, so speak in their language. Attract them there. I have what I consider my favorite travel story related to Uber. I am a dire, loyal Uber fan because of what one Uber driver did for me. Unfortunately, because of time, I'll have to share it with you during the coffee hour if you're interested. But it was fabulous. They went above and beyond. They didn't just, again, save the day. They actually saved the trip for me. And so try to give our clients, the traveler, that experience. And lastly, handle negativity before it spreads. The statistic I used to hear was that if someone has a negative experience with your company, they're likely to tell 8 people about it. If they have a good experience, they're likely to tell 3. So the negativity spreads a lot faster. I think in the world of social media, it's a lot more than 8 that they tell. Early in my career, I had a manager who said, "Michael, I always love to go to the people who have the problems because a lot of times it's much more smoke than it is fire. And then once you solve it for them, they are desperately loyal to you." So that's the 10 tips. Again, it's about streamlining processes. It's about doing a good job before people book. It's about nailing it and doing it as well as possible when they do book. And then it's about building loyalty. So if you'd like more information, feel free to contact me. Feel free to ask questions during the break. And thank you for your time.